kiss the leaves and brilliant autumn dew. He can't hear a thing. Can't hear a thing. I can sit here and play all day to Albert Einstein here. Smartest man in the world. He doesn't hear any of it. Have you ever thought that that's kind of how it is with us and God sometimes? He's singing to us, speaking to us, trying to get our attention all the time, but we're just not hearing it. And now, sometimes we do. When we pray and when we sometimes sit quietly. In fact, I wrote a book called Being Still and Knowing, the Power of Christian Intimacy. And that's the whole book's about how to develop that time in your devotion and to tune your ears to listen. But here's the thing. Like Albert Einstein here. It's just like we're made of stone. Our ears are just closed. And I think one of the greatest difficulties that we have in our walk is our lack of discipline in learning how to focus and attune our ears to hear Him, not just when we're trying to hear Him in the morning or listen to Him then, or when we're telling Him all our stuff, but rather when we're just going through the day, our day-to-day activities. Because here's what's happened. We're constantly being distracted by cars going by or the wind blowing my hair or whatever the case may be. And you're going through your day, you're working, you're in school, you're doing whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden you've forgotten everything about the time you had alone with Him. Because here's the thing, just because you heard from God and He spoke to you one time doesn't mean that you're hearing everything He wants to tell you all the time. And He's always wanting to reach you. But we're just like we're made out of bronze, like Albert here. Now, it says in the Bible that we should learn to pray constantly. Well, what does that mean, pray constantly? See, I tell you what I think it means. I think what the Bible's trying to tell us here is we need to be in touch constantly, throughout the course of our day, in the most minute details, in the little minutia of drudgery. We have the opportunity at any given time to just talk to Him and then await His answer. Or better yet, hear His music. Because His music is constantly going on around us. And that is what He wants to do. He wants to share all that with us. So I'll just give you a challenge. Try this little trick with yourself. Next time you find yourself, I don't know, bummed out or distracted or frustrated by something, remember what I told you now. And stop. And listen. Stop. And pray. Because pray doesn't mean, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, though that is a prayer. Because God is just as real as you and I are when we're talking to each other in conversation. And He's waiting all the time to hear from you. And, here's the cool part, to respond. Think about that. Try it next time.